So after watching Relay, I went and saw Eden. That's a weird Relay Eden Relay. Um, Eden, a movie like it's that this is kind of becoming a recurring trend over the last couple of weeks that I only got a trailer for this maybe one time, and I remember getting it. You know, like when I this popped up as a movie coming out this week, I was like, oh yeah, okay, and I was like, yeah, it's like an indie movie of a bunch of by a small time director, a bunch of big names like Jude Law, uh, and Anna de Armas, Sydney Sweeney, another Sydney Sweeney movie. And I was oh yeah, it's like that's yeah. I was like, yeah, whatever. This will be interesting. But what caught my attention was, uh, well, probably like looking into this movie is that it's directed by Ron Howard. I'm like, what? So my response is like, hold on. You remember when like, am I the only one who remembers like fucking? It seems like not so long ago, Ron Howard was like one of the biggest filmmakers alive. And now he's just making movies that don't barely get any advertising. Like I said, they got a big cast. It's not like they don't have a big cast. Um, it's got a big cast. I don't know why the hell it's not being advertised, but I've barely ever seen it. I'm sure this movie ain't gonna do well. I had an audience with it. Only a few people, not many. I don't expect this to be a big weekend for the box office. There's not really any big movies out this weekend, so um, but this movie is one of those movies, even though I've seen the trailer for it, I kind of went in cold, barely remembering what the plot was, other than it's about people on an island, and I think shit happens. That's all I remember. And that's like, from what I gathered, that's what the plot synopsis pretty much confirmed to me. So, yeah, I will say this. I was actually kind of pleasantly surprised. I really kind of liked this movie. Out of the movies this weekend so far, this is the one I liked the most. This movie was a lot of fun. Uh, it's melodramatic as hell, but in a good way. Um, but I enjoyed the hell out of it. Uh, Mainly the performances. Mainly being Ana de Armas. Holy shit! Her performance in this movie. I like she's a great actress. Like I'll say that right off the bat. She's a great actress who like the more and more I see of her, the more and more I'm impressed by her. But this performance in this movie is she is hilarious. It's like one of those campy esque. It's not completely like over the top campy. So don't go too crazy with it, but it's campy enough that it's enjoyable. Like she's like a cartoon villain at some points in this fucking movie. I enjoyed the hell out of her character. You don't know the plot. This is apparently a true story, which I forgot about again because I got a trailer, but yeah, they're like, yeah, this is a true story. And they actually show footage of the real people. This is like set in 1929, like after like when the world economy's in collapse because of the Great Depression, and World War II just ended, and uh, Germany is in shambles. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure right it's getting around the time that Hitler is getting in power. Um, and so a bunch of these, well, first it's this scientist, this scientist played by Jude Law, who decides he's had enough of the world and decides to go. He finds an island, a secluded island, where he and his partner can live by themselves for the rest of their lives. And he's going to write this philosophy book that is basically going to change the world while he's sitting on this island. But in the meantime, unfortunately for him, Daniel Bruhl and his wife Sydney Sweeney, you all know Jude Law's partner is played by Vanessa Kirby. Daniel Bruhl and Sydney Sweeney and her and their kid sight or hear about this island because it's being told in the German newspapers. Uh, that like the scientist there is living on it, and they decide they want to live on it too, and they decide to live on it, and then a Baroness played by Ana de Armas hears about it too and decides she wants to take over the whole island and pretty much just become almost like a fucking dictator. Like, and that's kind of the gist of what the plot is, and it becomes like a movie where it's one of those cliches that it's not nature that they have to worry about; it's each other. You know, it's one of those kind of movies. It's kind of fun. Like I, not knowing the story, was interested where the fuck what was going to happen to a lot of these people. I was very interested, and honestly, there's such a danger not knowing a lot of the backstory or the story of what happened to a lot of these people. Um, and like like I said, like when the movie was getting along pretty good, and then when Anna de Armas popped in, I was like, all right, this movie's already now become my favorite thing. Like she's like like the first scene is like she's fucking a guy in the ocean. They land on the fucking ocean. They go in the ocean and they land on the beach. They get in the ocean. They start fucking. That like that's like a lot of her scenes, or you just hear her moaning and like in the background while they're like Daniel Pearl and is chopping wood and Sydney Sweeney's doing fucking chores around the house. It's not a good movie, all right? It's Sydney Sweeney again. Like it's kind of funny. It's like the second movie this weekend, or the last 2 weeks that had Sydney Sweeney in it, and this time instead of her having a stutter, she's got a German accent. Sure, like there's times where you like she's not doing she didn't do a horrible job. I'll say that. I didn't think she did a horrible job, but she was good in the movie. She is like especially towards the end, like one of the main characters in the movie. Uh, and Jude Law is really great in it. And so is Vanessa Kirby. Uh, what else do I want to say about this? Oh, the Sydney Sweeney. This is also the second movie in 2 years I've seen Sydney Sweeney give birth. Uh, and this one, this one's about as graphic. The other one was the first one was movie was immaculate. Um, and this one had a fucking dogs trying to eat her and her baby. I'm not making that up. Jesus, I was surprised this movie didn't get as graphic as it did. But there's a scene where she has to fucking deliver her placenta. That was pretty disgusting. Although they just kind of like, I just laughed and they just threw it in a bin or something like that. That's pretty funny. Um, yeah, I liked the movie a lot. It was pretty. I didn't go into with high expectations, even though it's Ron Howard. Like I said, this movie it's not the most well written movie. What's that one line of fucking dialogue? This is I don't know. They're like, don't you feel great? You say, let's fuck. That's literally what they say. Like Jude Law or something like. No, what is say? I can't remember what the fuck they said. It was so fucking ridiculous. I fucking died. All I remember was the last line was "Let's fuck." Like, okay, and they just him and Vanessa Kirby start fucking. And then there's Jude Law dong in this movie. I think that was the thing. And yeah, uh, Sydney Sweeney breastfeeding, which I'm gonna just leave that joke alone. But now I'm just sound like a pig. Let's Texas pig. But yeah, I like this movie a lot. I'm just running out of things to say. I'm just saying random shit now. Yeah, I like this movie a lot. I had a lot of fun with it. I give it a B. Easy B. Why is Ron Howard movies barely being advertised? That bugs the hell out of me. I'm like, it's fucking Opie for fuck's sake, man. Oh, Ron Howard's a talented filmmaker. He still is, and yeah, he hasn't made not everything he's made is great. He's made the fucking Grinch. Fuck that movie, but he's a pretty damn consistently good filmmaker. I enjoy the hell out of it. It's like, why the hell are we barely get advertising his movies now? I don't know. Yeah, so that's as far as Eden goes. I'll be back. I won't be back tomorrow because I got busy day tomorrow with wrestling. Uh, a full day of wrestling. If you're a wrestling fan, you know what I'm talking about. So I'll be back Monday with that Visa 2, which I still haven't finished watching the first one, which, man, that was the first. It was hard to get through the first. I was very tired, and I had a hard time getting for the first 20 minutes. So I'm hoping the movie is not as bad. But until then, I'll talk to you guys later.